It is currently 4:18 p.m. This is the pattern of, first of all, this is engineer light, not sunlight. And it's, you know that because this is the same framing around the same front door inside of the same, that is present on cloudy days, before the fake sun rises, regardless of what side of the same front door that the fake sun remains for over 10 hours in the day. And at 4 p.m., there's no vantage point where through closed blinds and under window coverings or shooting through underneath the patio structure or anything that sunlight's going to appear in this manner. It's also on the floor, and it's also rising up. And this division, this is actually coming through. This is the pattern of the window itself. The window has patterns here, these white bars separating it, but it's a supernatural occurrence that you see it. Okay, it's as supernatural as the fake sun being over the address all day long. It's as supernatural as what you've seen engineer light vacillating across the defendant Tracy Banks' apartment. It's as supernatural as my shadow appearing above my head right now. This is distinct from what is the engineer light that's appearing on the inside of the apartment. The blinds are closed and the patio outside is covered. This is, again, supernatural. Light is appearing, manifesting in the shade. The entity is controlling the television with regard to creating activity inside of the apartment where engineered light is remaining. This is ongoing criminal interference with quiet enjoyment. It's psychological torture. It's also harassment by the federal government. The entity is doing so. In the previous video, you see the Ontario Fire Department prosecuting, exposing domestic terrorism by Mike Gherkin. The Ontario Police Department exposing what is Mike Lorenz. The Ontario International Airport exposing everybody under the dangerous and corrupt leadership of Alan D. Wapner, who are gang stalking and under the fake sun that's remaining over the same apartment complex where the people of the state are indeed gang stalking by residents, where the sun's not going to be over me in this manner in the same parking lot where demons are stalking in the parking lot right now. I'm in the same parking lot at 10 o'clock in the morning and the fake sun is over me where they are. I'm in the same parking lot at 11:40 and the Ontario police are gang stalking like I documented. The reason why I'm capturing this is because you're looking at engineered light while somebody is stalking in the path in the parking lot. They're all stalking inside of their apartment buildings, but this is government action when they get presence in the path right here under the fake sun and engineered light is inside. This is the identification of surveillance, and it's also the identity of demons who know what I'm saying as well. You are aware of everything that they know and the criminal engagement of their pattern of conduct because of the specific environment and the behavioral pattern. This is engineer light. And this is not going to occur what is sunlight, meaning sunlight's not going to occur underneath a covered structure, shooting into underneath that covered structure and into the apartment. That's what you're looking at while it's coming underneath and into under the blinds. And then you have what is the engineer light that's separate, the engineer light that's filling the apartment. The floor lamp you see here on manner of engineer light, this is the floor lamp, the shadow of it. That's absolutely impossible and demonic. As I put my hand on it here, you're looking at what is the shadow of this floor lamp. And then you're looking at demons who are stalking indeed. These are demons. And that's called stalking with light activity. Okay, 9FXJ932. The entity is under the fake sun, and this is impunity. They know that they're being documented. They do not care. They engage in the P.O.C., engaging in what is psychological torture and exhibiting mental illness as opposed to ignorance or coincidence when you're in the and amongst that supernatural phenomenon. The light activity is prosecuting the mentally ill psychos who are gang stalking demons throughout California, who are doing so with the government. And at 4:17 p.m., the fake sun's outside of my bedroom window and is not the natural environment where presence is necessary to engage in surveillance amongst a community that is also mentally ill, as federal group stalking monitoring is being exposed and prosecuted. This is where the entity is gang stalking, and the fake sun is in a position where it's still in this substantially identical position, by the way, where it's going to be reflecting off of a vehicle in the parking lot like it is now. This is what it's doing when this same fake sun is on this side of the same apartment at the same address, and it's reflecting off of the vehicles in the same the same vehicles in the same parking lot. This is what the demons are doing right now when their vehicles are moving throughout the parking lot. Another one, this is Tracy Banks, who is pacing with the population who was gang stalking. At 4:17 p.m., Tracy Banks is gang stalking me while I'm living in Los Angeles. So are the people of the state in the state of California, and that's what's going on at Woodside Senior Apartments. This is indeed 9HUZ740, who is going to a mental asylum. Engineer light fills her apartment. She is gang stalking with an entire population. Okay, she cannot pay her rent. She's engaged in what is a lifestyle of criminal activity. Do not be impressed by demons who are violent sex offenders who still rob and engage in fraudulent acts to drive a used Mercedes Benz while she engages in incestuous sexual violence. This is somebody that is gang stalking and is doing so with knowledge of the fact that her egregious and psychotic conduct in concert with the population under a fake sun that's at the same exact time on the same day in 2024 outside of my bedroom intelligent window, which is speaking to an impossible occurrence. That impossibility is revealing what is the supernatural character of the criminal conduct of the people of the state who are demons stalking as a population. The engineered light is that which is covering everything, and this is not the sun, neither is the sunlight, okay? And that is what is the ongoing pattern of conduct. You have a multiplicity of faces as Michael Gherkin's Ontario Fire Department and Mike Lorenz's Ontario Police Department and Alan D. Wapner's Ontario International Airport, Paul Leon's City of Ontario, that is entirely engaged in the pattern of conduct, just like LAPD is doing on this day in 2024, where demons are pacing. Okay, demons are pacing while they're maintaining this light source, and this is again Tracy Banks. That is nothing other than a hitman, in the same way that her gang stalking co-defendants like Eric Spencer, this is a hitman. Like Jason Isaac Fields, these are hitmen, and by hitmen I mean these are people that are positioned in your life that you have a personal relationship with. But that personal relationship is serving criminal facilitation when you're being targeted by the state, and being targeted by the state is capable of being proven in that environment that also defies nature. As opposed to what is any natural environment where nothing is suspicious and everything is constitutionally protected at a private residence. This is a facilitating venue where demons are pacing in plain view. Their presence in this environment is speaking to exact knowledge about who I am and what I'm saying. This is the same demon gang stalking with the San Bernardino County at 12:53 p.m. Okay, it is currently again 4:24 p.m. and this is a population that's amongst the supernatural and engaging in what is federal group stalking monitoring by residents, and it is the basis of federal prison, walking in an engineered light. That's P.O.C. And that's, again, mental illness, walking in the engineered light, activity creation while the entity is gang stalking in planes and helicopters amongst the police, fire, and ambulance, sharing mental illness. This is where the fake sun remains, as I've already documented, after 6 p.m. Negligible movement, not moving, in other words, because it's right here at 6:18 p.m. It's already on video. Tracy Banks is nothing other than another demon-possessed person whose name I know, sharing the same criminal presence in the path, okay? Psychopaths that engage in loud, boisterous phone calls inside of the apartment where engineered light moves across her ceiling and across her cabinets and has nothing to do with the natural environment. And that is where you were looking at what is the malice and the psychopathic behavioral disorders, personality disorders of those who are indeed gang stalking, where you don't even have to have a personal relationship with the entity itself, okay? It is currently 4:25 p.m. This is where the entity is keeping the fake sun, as you're aware of the sunrise at 7:34 at this same apartment, and you're looking at Tracy Banks exhibiting her needfulness of being placed in the mental asylum where she is going. P.O.C. That's audible activity, relevant positioning. The people estate Vanita Jenkins, gang stalking with Tracy Banks on a communication device. This is the P.O.C.